Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Sakina with Natural Max Health. And do you know what time it is? It is time for Move Something Monday. Yay! One of my most favorite times of the week. And reason being, because this is the day that I have set aside to encourage my clients, to encourage anyone, maybe even you, who may be dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, any sort of mental health issue, to fight back, to take a break from your normal routine, to go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, and engage in some form of physical activity. Every Monday that I'm able to go live or to record, we do a different physical activity. Today's physical activity is
live action role playing. Yep, there you go.
And with me today, I have Byron, and he's going to explain to us a little bit what live action role play is.
So basically, live action role playing is you're just depending on what type of event you go to. There's multiple different types of live action role play. I started in something called AmpGuard, and been doing that for about 6 years. But live action role play has a very broad spectrum to it. If you've ever seen anything like your mill simulators, or if you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop gaming, this is the chance to kind of act some of that stuff out. So there's certain rule sets to it. Everyone has a different rule set, but today we'll demonstrate some of the things with you and go over some of the fighting mechanics that I typically was trained in, and some of the events that I go to still use these types of fighting styles. So we have two shields today. So I have my sword, she has hers. Now, the weaponry we're using is not typical of AmpGuard fighting. This is more latex fighting. Most European LARPs use typically latex swords, but the manufacturer of these devices are Kali Muscle, and you can look them up online. But basically, the fighting that we'll do today is essentially going to go into how the combat mechanics work. So it's basically 2 limbs and a torso. So what that means is any 2 limbs, legs and arms, and then or a torso. Torso would be considered an insta-kill. You lose 2 limbs, that's considered a death as well. So with the shield, you want to take what is called like an A-frame posture, and you want to have that front, your leg out front, and then basically you want to keep that shield, because that shield's going to be there to protect you from hits. So when they come in, you're able to block them.
Yeah. Well, this is exercise right here. I'm really working my obliques.
Yeah, you are. So
Yeah.
then when it gets with speed, you can come in, and you can come in with angles of attack with it. And then if you want to demonstrate on me and take some hits, I'm the one with the most armor on, so go ahead and hit away.
Okay.
Oh, got me. Ah.
Sorry, got him in the torso. I
I was too slow. Oh no. But I got armor on, so I can take
Okay.
more hits. But
All right.
that's essentially the trick with armor, is armor allows you to take more hits with it. So big thing when it comes to wearing this amount of kit, because I am wearing close to 75 pounds. This is probably overkill for most of the events that I go to, but I like my historical accuracy when I'm fighting, especially with armor. So it's kind of the thing I go with. But yeah, I think we're sitting on about 75, and it's like close to 85 with my helmet. So
Oh, the helmet is so cool. Unfortunately, he left it over there and can't show it, but
Yeah.
you can see he's sweating really bad.
yeah, I just took it off because it's
Yes.
a little humid out.
This is some really good exercise. And Byron, I have to thank you so much, not only for being here with me today, but for suiting up for this.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, and also, for bringing some gear for me. How do I look? Don't I look good? Yeah, don't I look ready for action, like I'm ready to take on the world? So when I got here, actually, Byron was in the process of getting geared up. And it seems to me just putting on the gear.
Yeah, it's an exercise in itself.
It's exercise in itself.
Yep. So
And when I first saw you, you said you geared up and you walked around 2 miles and around the park.
So not today, but typically what I do is I have another friend that I go to events with, and we are typically hitting the trails around here and just conditioning. If you're familiar with rucking or doing weighted walks or hikes, this is very equivalent to it, as well as when you buy armor, unless you have it like you put the money in for form fitting, you're essentially having to get your armor to fit right, and you're avoiding those pinch points. so that way you're not fatiguing certain areas and things like that. So there is a little bit more work that goes into it, but you get to look, good while you're doing it, right? So
absolutely. And I think, Byron, you said my gear is probably about 30 pounds.
So yours is about probably pushing 15, because the difference in our armor is I have her, and this chainmail here is actually riveted aluminum. So it's actually made out of aluminum, where mine is riveted steel. So the chest piece that I wear for this armor, this halberd, I should say, which is my chainmail underneath my plate armor, already weighs 35 pounds just in itself. So
Gotcha.
I wear it just because I like the look of it and how it makes everything else look. But it's overkill for most of the events I go to, but I like it. It's like a weighted blanket.
Gotcha. So if some of the viewers wanted to check you out in a live action role play, where can they do that at?
My events are a little bit, probably a little hard. I'm a little sparse at most of them, but I go to an event typically in October called Weekend Warrior Experience. That's typically where the main event that I go to. There's a few throughout the year, just depends on the scheduling, but for the most part, you can find me on Instagram at Lord Calgrave Ironguard. That is my Instagram handle, and that's where you can find me at. I post pictures of my ramblings and dealings all the time on there.
Wonderful. And in the description box, we will have a link.
Yep,
to
I'll
his
have a link.
Instagram
I'll give her
page.
the links to my Instagram.
Sounds
So yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Yep.
Well, thank you once again for being here. Thank you for gearing up. This has been so much fun. If you like playing video games, this is like playing a live video
it really
game.
is.
Yeah, it's like push you right in there. So, and as he mentioned, we didn't get, or as he mentioned for in our other videos, we didn't get into half of the sparring and things like that.
We could really get into it gets real energetic real quick, because you're legitimately sparring. This is a contact sport, so you have to realize that contact is part of it. So you will be getting hit, and the person hitting you will also be getting hit. So, but it's all honor based. So you're there to have fun. That's at the end of the day. That's probably my biggest message for LARPing. Right. Not there to win, there to have fun.
And so, would this be for someone who's dealing with stress and looking for a way to just relieve some stress?
Definitely so. I think it's definitely something to where you always definitely want to have a good mindset to it, but also it's one of those things where headspace definitely comes into play for sure. Want to make sure that you're going out there to have fun and make sure you're having fun. You're not there to win. You're there to have fun.
Right. So, and you definitely don't want to take your stress out
directly on somebody. Yeah.
Exactly. But it is a good form of physical activity. It's a challenge. The sun is out today. We're getting plenty of fresh air, plenty of sunlight.
It's gorgeous out today too.
Yes, it's beautiful. And this is what Move Something Monday is all about. So I hope that if you're watching this, that you enjoyed it. I hope that you have been encouraged to take a mental stress break, and hope you're encouraged to go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, and engage in some form of physical activity. And as if you can see, over the weeks, months that I have been doing this, or years, however long it's been, the possibilities are endless.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's just so
a lot of cardio involved.
Yes, there's so many different things. And not only is this good for Move Something Monday, it's also like a therapy. So it's like a 2-in-1.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah,
100%.
Yes.
I always feel better after sparring, especially if you get a good friend that you can go with, and y'all can just start having fun, and you just take your breaks and come out, just talk, get out into the environment. I mean, I know not everyone always has a great park, and I actually drive about probably 15 minutes just to get to this park because it's such a nice park.
I drove about 30.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So so there's definitely, try to find your local parks, y'all, and just go enjoy them if you can, and get out there and experience the nature.
Absolutely. Well, that is all for today. Until next time, take care, be well, and God bless.
Be a survivor.